Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of Article Reactions. Some of the articles will be informative, some will be shocking, and some may just make you shake your head. We will be starting shortly. You do have the opportunity to financially support the channel in order to help it grow. So, in the very least of that manner, please like, share, and subscribe. Join Char Willie and Classic Ruby for their radio show, Keep the Beat. They broadcast every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on CRBJ, Classic R&B Jams. There are discussions of the songs, and that can take you back down memory lane. If you missed the live broadcast, no worries. Replays are uploaded on Mixcloud. So, follow JustAskChar Advice channel on Mixcloud and you will receive the notification when these broadcasts are uploaded. So, thank you everyone for joining the show.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Happy Saturday to everyone. How are you? What's going on? Did you have thunderstorm and a lot of thundering going on and rain like we did in Chicago today earlier? Maybe about 2:30, I think, around that time, about 2:30 p.m. Central. And it cooled off though. That helped, I must say. It was well welcomed. Well, like welcoming, we welcome you to another episode of Article Reaction. You never know what you're going to get. You just never know. I would like to remind you all, because I don't know if you were here yesterday or not, but I'd like to remind you that Amazon Prime Day is June 21st and 22nd. Check it out. Things that you need, get that deal. It only happens, well, actually, now it's happening twice a year. It used to be just once a year, but now that people are at home because of this virus, and I don't know what's going on with it. Let me type this in the chat room. I know what you did last winter. Boop boop. Okay, and I'm gonna highlight it. I don't really know what's going on. It makes me sad too, just thinking about this darn virus. But a lot of people homebound for many different reasons, working, not working, whatever the situation was. But when I went out today to the grocery store, I saw lots of round bellies. So I know what you did last winter. Doing the hump dun dun, hump there, hump there. Yeah, I changed the words around. That's what I do. But I know what you did last winter. And the size of those bellies, I'm like, you were having a good old time around. Let me see, you about to pop. So you about September. You almost ready. I would say October, November. I just kept running into people with big bellies today. Lots of pregnant ladies. It is that's what happened when you in the house. What do you have to do? Like, you look over at him, he looks over at you, and like, you think what I'm thinking? You like, uh-huh. It is what it is, right? Mhm. Hey. And then last thing I will say, because I think we probably have a lot to share today. Don Teasy, I don't know what's going on with him. The more I threatened to catch a flight for him being naughty in the chat room, it means nothing. So I came across a clip that reminded me of a young Don Teasy it's the same person. And even though mama said, I'm going to spank you, I'm going to spank that butt, it didn't stop him. I keep telling him I'm going to pull up on him, I'm going to catch a flight, means nothing. He still messes with me. So I would just like to share that with you.
Pull up. Pull up with my belt. Pull up. Pull up. But make sure your friends pull up on.
Don Teasy, everyone. Don Teasy. Oh, yeah. Without further ado, everyone, you know what to do. Raise your hands up in the air. Stand up. Here's the Jamaican Canadian princess.
Stay down there, girl. Stay down there.
Stay down there. Yes. Happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing today, Char?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm just wonderful. That song always puts me in an excellent mood. I don't think I'm ever gonna get tired of it. I think when my kids are 40, they're gonna be like, Mama, you can't be whining like that. You're gonna break a hip. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, stay down there. Yeah, it's gonna be it. Like that's my motto. That's it.
Boy, I tell you.
The joy.
Yes, much joy. Well, today I'm at a little ease. I got a Ken, and I got a little poking of fun. Yeah, but I'm kind of at easy I'm kind of at ease today. We'll see what
I got
happens.
a Ken too. I wonder if we have the same. I hope we don't have the same Ken. There's always the same Ken. There's so many, right?
There are so many, and I had this Ken in my file since I think March. I'm like, okay, we need to go on and get rid of him, get him out the
Okay.
files.
Yeah. Okay. My cat. I just stumbled across my cat, but I don't even know where the story's from. It's just epic. So because it's not just a cat, y'all. It's a story of Black victory. So it's very amazing. It's kind of like that story of of the lady who pushes the carrot. Like I take back his COVID. Yeah. Right.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
Right? Yeah, it's another one of those, but from a young Black man. I'm so proud of him. So I can't wait to share this with y'all. It's going to be a good Ken segment today. I feel it in my bones. Feel it.
Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and go first because I already know I need to clear the cookies and stuff. And I looked at the time. I'm like, I don't know what will happen. Will I lose everything? What will happen? I'm like, I'm just gonna work through it. That's what I'm just gonna work through. I'm gonna do my best.
All right.
All right. So my first thing I'll show here is I'll do my reading here.
Okay.
Copy and then put in things. So I'll move the tab and lose it and all that good stuff. And you know how I do it. Russian woman marries her friend and mentor. A briefcase. Yeah. And she names the love of her life, Gideon.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the love of her life. Me.
Yeah.
Being attracted to an inanimate object is not something unheard of. However, marrying the object is taking it too far, some people say. Rain Gordon, that's her name, Rain Gordon, who seemingly has objectophilia, which is the condition where a person is romantically or sexually attracted to an object, has married her briefcase, whom she has named Gideon. Hey, Gideon, how you doing, baby? No response. The wedding ceremony that was held in June, that was last June, was officiated by a friend of Rain in Russia, Moscow. The 24-year-old woman shares that she has had relationships with men. However, she has always been more attracted to objects. Rain discovered that she was attracted to objects when she was about 8 years old. She also says that she has been happier in her relationships with objects than with men. She has opened up about marrying her briefcase because, by her, she wants to break the stigma around objects as sexual people, while also raising awareness about them. The briefcase that Rain has married now she had bought 5 years ago at a hardware store. She bought it as a prop for a photo shoot. According to Rain, her relationship became official in November 2015, and she has been with Gideon since then. Rain believes that animism, I know I probably screwed that up, animism, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, which means that there is life in everything, she says. From her childhood, I believe that a soul is embedded in objects as well as everything around us. She has also shared that she fell in love with the new shopping century which opened up in her city. However, at this point, Rain did not tell anyone about it because she knew it was beyond the norms. of the society. Speaking about a relationship with the briefcase, which is Gideon, by the way, Gideon, she said that she had no idea that they will end up together. Rain liked how he looked, but she didn't think she didn't think anything else about it. But then she said, I started liking Gideon more than that. I slowly realized I was starting to fall in love. And Rain also, she works at a nursery school as a teacher, just to let you know her background. Rain claims that the two can have philosophical conversations for 3 or 4 hours. They have shared hugs and
What?
kisses and spent more time together in evenings and nights, according to Rain. Gideon is more than just a partner to me. He is a husband, a friend, and a mentor. According to Rain, Gideon knows her better half. No, I'm sorry, I read it wrong. According to Rain, Gideon knows her better than she knows herself. She has also confessed that they got together in a relationship with a man in 2015, but she could not connect with the man the same way she did with Gideon. Rain is receiving support from her brothers and friends who have understood their relationship. Love is love, according to Rain. That is all.
What?
I don't even see where I'm sharing it. I don't even see the damn thing. Where is that?
Oh, you're supposed to be sharing it? Oh, I thought you just read it. No, girl, we can't see it.
Oh yeah, I went back to the screen and it says it gave me an error message. I'm gonna share it with you because I want you to see her
Me
man.
too. Yeah. No, I really want to see it too.
Yeah.
Ask you.
Yeah, I apologize. I thought I was reading it. My bad. I mean, I thought I was sharing it. I had copy paste. I had it all together. Had it all together, don't you, baby?
It's okay.
All
It's
right.
worth waiting for. It is. It's
Russian woman marries her friend and mentor, a briefcase. Names the love of her life, Gideon.
wow. I mean, how do you have hours long philosophical discussions with something that doesn't speak or independently move, even to be able to gesture? Like, do you just open the briefcase and then talk into it, and then when your voice echoes back a little bit, you take that as a response? Like, no, because you hear about this. I mean, they had that TV show, right, with like My Crazy Obsession or whatever, right? And the guy who's like in love with his car and wants to marry it, or even like we did a few months ago with the guy who was in love and engaged to his sex doll, basically, right? But I've
Yes.
never heard any of those people rise to the level of they have long discussions and debates with their inanimate objects, right? Because the thing can't talk. So I'm just very confused. Like,
Well, that's what she said. That's what she said.
yeah.
Gideon gives her goosebumps. Gideon turns her on. Gideon. Yes.
Listen. Okay. No. I can't with people anymore. I can't support the foolishness. Okay. You're not like trans objectional, so you're actually really meant to be born in a suitcase, right? Like, this is crazy. Okay. Listen. If you start feeling emotional feelings towards random objects around you, and not like oh man, I love my new PS5, but like I love my new PS5, right? Like, if that's how you start feeling, seek I blows My mind is so beyond blown. Like
Yeah.
why do they make this legal? Okay, right now listen, I'm not advocating or unadvocating for interracial dating. I'm just going to say this, that it was less than 100 years ago that it was illegal for black people and white people to get married. Like we were like a different species. So explain to me how all that fighting and death had to occur for our right to marry other human beings. I mean, the whole LGBT thing where men want to marry men, women want to, that just came to be in the last like 10 years. Explain to me how all of that fighting and legislation and trouble has to go on for human beings who live, speak, and think and are other human beings to marry each other. But these crazy people can just marry suitcases and cars. How? How is that even possible? How do you marry a suitcase? How does a suitcase give you consent? Explain that to me. How does it sign the papers? Where's your birth certificate? You have to go get a marriage license. Right? How is this possible? How is this possible? I blown. I don't even know. I don't even know. Wow. No. 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 That's it. No. People are losing it, okay? People are lonely and people are losing it at the end. I have no other explanation for this insanity. So okay. Speaking of insanity, y'all now normally when I talk about the vaccine, right? I tend to bring you guys not a bunch of pushing encouragement and support for you to take the vaccine. I tend to point out, right, the issues because I kind of want to glaze over the issues and then give you guys a bunch of, oh, hey, your name will be put into a lotto to win millions, or hey, you'll get, a free gun or whatever, right? Depending on what state you're in. So they're trying to like convince you and bribe you into taking this vaccine. And so I just want you to have informed decisions. So I want you to know of the latest claim about the vaccine. This could be very serious, y'all. Very serious. So we'll just share this right here. Now, to be clear, I want you to understand that the doctor that's making the claim is being mocked to no end. But no claim, and y'all need to understand. So this anti-vax doctor is currently being mocked for claiming that shots, the vaccine, will magnetize people. I'm just I would read the very beginning of this article because these people are snarky as hell, and you don't normally get that with like a real news company, and this is global. So, are you sick and tired of peeling forks off your head and car keys off your fingers? Are you suddenly a master of magnetism, capable of bending metal with your mind like the Marvel villain Magneto? Then you might be one of the imaginary victims of the coronavirus vaccine, according to an anti-vax doctor and known conspiracy theorist who testified in Ohio House on Tuesday. Yes, this is not just something they are saying on the internet somewhere on Twitter. Okay, they went and testified in the Ohio House on Tuesday. This is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. And of course, she's facing widespread ridicule. Now, before we decide whether we want to mock her, I think we should listen to what she has to say, right? I mean, it's only fair. You can't just mock her without listening first, right? So let's listen to this clip of what it is that Dr. Sherry had to say.
Okay.
And some of the information that I think had been discussed on your podcast related to EMF frequencies.
That was a thought.
And
it was because right now we're all kind of hypothesizing. I mean, what is it that's actually being transmitted that's causing all of these things? Is it a combination of the protein, which now we're finding has a metal attached to it? I'm sure you've seen the pictures all over the internet of people who've had these shots and now they're magnetized. There's a key on their forehead, it sticks. They can put spoons and forks all over them and they can stick because now we think that there's a metal piece to that. There's been people who've long suspected that there was some sort of an interface, yet to be defined, an interface between what's being injected in these shots and all of the 5G towers. not proven yet, but we're trying to figure out what is it that's being transmitted to these unvaccinated people.
And some of the information that
So this is a doctor.
Oh.
This is an actual doctor. This is not a crazy person who wandered in off the street. She's actually a medical doctor. She went to medical school. Now, to be clear, there are actually no metallic ingredients in any of the vaccines used in North America, including, they've looked through all the medical evidence. There's none. Zero metallic ingredients. Zero. Okay? Now, the claim being magnetized. Right? Now, again, hey, maybe they're lying, right? The government lies all the time. Well, it bring proof. So I want y'all to see the woman who brought proof. This is her. She's going to prove this to us today. Okay, so let's all watch her prove that she had the vaccine and now she's magnetized.
Okay.
Yes, vaccines do harm people. By the way, so I just found out something when I was on lunch, and I wanted to show it to you. We were talking about Dr. Tenpenny's testimony about magnetic vaccine crystals. So this is what I found out. So I have a key and a bobby pin here. Explain to me why the key sticks to me. It sticks to my neck, too. Yeah, so if somebody can explain this, that would be great. Any questions?
Yes, so many questions. I have so many.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
As she sits there, Cheryl, I'm going to turn off this sound while I'm talking. As she sits there. Now, okay, I want y'all, if you were impressed by the first little study, I want to look at your chest, okay? Your chest naturally slants a tiny bit, just a bit. Anybody, if you're not vaccinated, go take anything that's flat and small and light like that, and you can just put it on your chest. It will probably sit there, right? Like, it's not super hard to take something like that and balance it on your chest. But she can't even make it, she's sitting there, and it will not stick on her neck no matter what. And as she keeps going, any questions? Any questions? Someone want to explain this? Any questions? But it's not sticking.
Right.
So where's your proof? You can't even get it to stick for 5 seconds. Lady, you couldn't think to put some glue or something on that? So at least you'd have like a fair shot at saying, I swear to God, I'm not totally crazy. Right? But this is
wow. We don't believe you. You need more people.
Right? Like, okay, listen. This is, at the end of the day, this is what they are using as evidence against the vaccine. Okay? Like, listen, y'all know I am not a vaccine. I'm not very pro-vaccine at this point. I'm not. But, like, this is the issue with the echo chambers and with groupthink mentalities, right?
Yeah.
Just because I don't agree with the way that they've conducted things with the vaccine thus far, and I do think that there's a lot of risks and issues and whatnot, right? And I'm not willing to just dismiss that. Doesn't mean that I'm going to jump on the bandwagon of every crazy person who makes up wild claims and assertions about the vaccine, so that way my point seems more believable. Like,
right.
It's amazing.
At least could have had some more people. I would have went for that if he had just more than just her. I'm like, okay, that didn't work for her. Let's see what the next person can do. Not even that.
Right? They should have someone who practiced more or something. Apparently, you can find these things on the internet. You can find people who are doing it. But again, you just put some oil on your skin. You put, like, a lot of face creams will kind of make your skin a little bit sticky. Right? You can put lots of things on your skin that would allow you to stick a light object on your body, and it will stay there. In fact, I remember, like, you could put a spoon on your nose. Does that mean your nose is magnetic? Like,
no.
So, just so y'all know, okay, that's what's out there. So just
ridiculous,
right?
Gee.
I love humans.
Oh, I tell you. Well, I have a bank robber that is just not so smart. Well, maybe he's too smart, but just kind of not. I'll let you determine that.
He gave his ID to a bank teller while trying to rob a Chicago bank. Federal prosecutors say Edner Flores complied with the teller's request for a withdrawal slip and provided his ID.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he was arrested Monday at a PNC bank on the west side.
I guess the career counselor at his high school didn't really advise him too well. I don't think this is in your future.
Not good.
Yeah, he gave his ID. He wanted to be identified. You know, he was like, "Oh, I'm robbing a bank? Oh, okay, you need my ID? Sure. What was I thinking? Here you go. Let's make this transaction even faster so I can get out of here, get away from the police." Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. American criminals. That's why they were able to make a whole show about it, right? You know that.
Right, because it exists. If it didn't exist, we couldn't see this. So it really exists.
Wow. Poor thing.
Now, what I'm going to do, I want to follow up since we're talking about police, and that was really quick. I'm going to give you my the story on the kid cop.
Oh.
I'm going to share that with you. We don't know what's, we scratch our head like, what's wrong with these people? I don't know. Let's see what you think about this dude here. Vincent Richardson, who fooled Chicago Police Department and worked a full duty shift when he was 14, has been charged with impersonating police officer again. He just won't stop. He just won't stop.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see what he got what's going on with him. Uh-oh.
He's charged again with impersonating an officer. Our Charlie DeMar followed his latest unofficial crime beat.
Vincent Richardson's latest charges are for impersonating a police sergeant. The actual police say there were 3 incidents. All of them happened on this near West Side block. Vincent Richardson's TikTok is filled with videos of him dancing in a police uniform. Other videos show him in a bulletproof vest and shooting at the range. Sources tell CBS 2 that the Chicago police have been monitoring Richard's social media. This week, he was arrested and charged with impersonating an officer, twice in January and another just this month on the 2300 block of West Jackson. Richardson, now 26, isn't new to the fake cop game. He was once known as Kid Cop. In 2009, when he was 14, Richardson convinced actual officers to let him patrol with them. He did for an entire shift. His pastor at the time, Roosevelt Watkins.
Because of his infatuation of becoming a police officer, he attempted to fulfill his dreams at an early age.
He bought his uniform for the shift at this Mount Greenwood store.
He looked young enough to play with my 2 teenage sons.
Months later, Richardson played dress up again, this time as a businessman, crashing a Lexus he drove off with from a dealer. In 2013, the Kid Cop sentenced to 18 months in prison for attempting to buy a police uniform, and again arrested for impersonation in 2015, pulled over wearing a police duty belt equipped with stun guns and scanners. And despite it being more than a decade since he was busted as the Kid Cop, Richardson's legal troubles continue. On the near West Side, Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News.
Wow.
Yeah, he won't stop. He just will not stop. Let me check. Let me, you guys check this guy out. That's a 26-year-old face right there.
Yeah.
26. You see that? 26 years old. This is like, I want to point out, you have a lot of guys on YouTube with avatars and stuff, have the same type of life. It ain't real. He's a cop. He's been a cop since he was 14. In his mind, he's just going to keep doing it over and over again. He just won't stop. He just will not. Look how he's aged.
Yeah.
That's 26, you all. 2 and a 6.
Wow.
Right there. Believe it or not. Incredible. He just enjoying himself. He just keep doing it over and over again. He lives on the west side of Chicago. Well, I don't know if he still lives the west side, but he enjoys hanging out on the west side of Chicago when he pretends to be an officer. You see, he used social media, dancing and carrying on. It's just, like I said, it's like a lot of these people on YouTube, they have these personas. They become 6 figures. They become all kind of people, doctors, lawyers, India chief. They become everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything. And I just said, what is wrong with this young man? But when I looked at him and saw that was a 26-year-old, I thought about a lot of the people that we've seen around YouTube. When you finally do see what they look like, they look so much older.
Yeah.
So much older. I'm like, there's a common thing with this, believe it or not.
Yeah. It's weird though, because you would think it's not like it's such an unobtainable goal to get onto the police force. So like, why would you at 14, fine, right? But like, you passed 18 at some point. Why not be a cop? Why not just enroll in the academy and become a cop? It's weird. It kind of reminds me, but differently. It reminds me of the kid. Who was a doctor. He's like the young Doogie Howser, except he had no medical degree.
Yeah.
He was practicing medicine. But I feel like in his case, not that I'm co-signing it, but I feel like in his case, I kind of understand it. He had the smarts and intelligence, for him to read up and understand and know and have the medical knowledge. And he was serving a really impoverished community, in essence, that could not afford to have medical care and pay for medical help otherwise. So his slightly informed, decision making is better than nothing at all. Now, still not safe. Still shouldn't have done it, but I get it. I get that. I don't get this. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, just why? Just why? What? Like,
it's the image. It's the I'm telling you, it's the image. The desire to be something that you're not. Now, 14, and let me see, for him, yeah, you had the social media. So he got the uniform. He got everybody to look at him. Now he has a record because he's done it so many times. Now he's not eligible to actually do it legally and become one. But it ain't stopped him from pretending though.
From pretending. But when he was 14, right? Once you turn 18, your child record is closed. He could have turned 18 and went and enrolled in the academy, but instead he said, "Well, I gotta be a little bit older. Maybe I'll be more passable." What? Like, what kind of foolishness is that? You know what? There's no dedication there. You want to, when you feel like it, show up and be a cop for a day, right? And then you can sleep in the rest of the week, play video games. You don't actually really want responsibility or accountability or whatever that comes along with it. You just want it for a day. This is weird, people. I don't know. Too
much.
Right? I'm gonna find myself like transhuman. Like I'm actually an alien from Mars. I've just I'm leaving. I'm leaving humanity. I'm sorry, I'm leaving. Listen, y'all. Okay, up next, I'm telling you, if we see one more of these stories, we can actually have a whole entire segment on when mail carriers attack. Okay? I don't know what y'all are doing to these mail carriers, but they're beyond at the end of their rope. You have to understand, especially when we're talking about Amazon. Amazon is not treating its employees very well right now. Okay? Stop with them because they're not playing with you. They're not. And so we're going to see yet another Amazon driver who got tired of some of his foolishness. All right. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
It starts as a tense conversation with an Amazon delivery driver
turned into an assault on a 67-year-old Castro Valley woman. Surveillance cameras caught the attack.
Damn.
Now police have made an arrest. NBC Bay Area's Christy Smith joins us live from Castro Valley. Story behind this troubling video. Christy.
Yeah, we're told that this happened around 6 o'clock last night, right here behind me in Castro Valley, that a woman was waiting for her package to be delivered and got an alert that it had arrived. Now, this is according to the owner of the complex. A short time later, that woman was being hit repeatedly.
Boom.
Now, we're told that she came out and couldn't find the package and saw an Amazon driver and questioned her about the package and was told to be patient. Then, of course, the encounter escalated and turned violent, with the woman getting hit repeatedly. There are two angles of this from security cameras. Now, again, according to the complex owner, the exchange that led up to this was that the woman was told to be patient, and she waited in that lobby for about 15 minutes for a package and noticed the driver talking with another delivery person, then asked about her package again. He says then the driver said something about white privilege, not getting the package there any faster. Then the 67-year-old woman, he says, called her a name, and that's when it escalated.
I just think that the violence we're seeing these days is very troubling, and I was very pleased to see the Sheriff Ahern and his deputies do a quick response.
The deputies arrested Itzel Ramirez, a 21-year-old, they say, without incident now. But according to investigators, she says that this was self-defense. They say the woman was hit about 10 times at least and suffered injuries to her face and head, likely sustained a broken nose. Amazon also released a statement saying that this does not reflect the high standards we have for our drivers who deliver our packages. We take these matters very seriously, and this individual is no longer delivering Amazon packages. Reporting live in
Notice, first of all, is what y'all just played out. Amazon didn't say that she's fired. She's no longer delivering packages. That's a very important note. But I listen. This woman said this is self-defense, right? So, okay, let's watch the video footage again, right? We have the two different angles while we talk. We just see if we think that there's self-defense here going on, right? So you got this angle. Okay. Woman really seemed like she was literally had her back turned and was going to get her keys out or whatever. I don't know. I didn't see there where there was a threat at her, where there was a baseball bat, where the woman was reaching to get a gun. I don't know. I didn't see it, but let's wait till we get to the slightly clearer image right here, right? So let's see. Okay, so this is her being a witch with capital B, and boom! Dude, like I don't see a self-defense angle here. I don't. Okay. It doesn't even matter what kind of name someone called you. It's not like, oh my God, she called me a bitch. Now I get to hit her back. Right? Like, no, that's not how the law works. I think we all know that. But yo, these delivery drivers are tired. They're not being treated properly by the companies they work for, especially Amazon. Amazon has been in the news a lot lately for how they are treating and mistreating their employees. Stop messing with them because they're about to snap. And Amazon knows that. That's why they didn't just fire her.
Right.
They have a role to play in this. Just, you're not delivering packages. We'll just have you work at the warehouse or something. And yeah, because they know that they're doing this to their employees. So y'all, just so you know, when they tell you, just wait here. When we have your package, we'll let you know. Just shut up and wait, because they ain't playing today.
I'll be patient. I promise. Right. I'll be patient. Everyone, do you remember this woman that wanted to be black? Rachel Dolezal. She familiar to you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had this story in February. I never got a chance. Well, I think I got it in March. Take that back. I never got a chance to share it, but it is time now. get out my log here. Rachel Dolezal say it's definitely been a long 6 years, as she still can't find a job after misrepresenting herself as a Black woman. Well, let's see what she has to say. 6 years ago, a white woman posing and representing herself as a Black woman was exposed as a fraud by her white parents, and it might still be the most blatant case of cultural appropriation in recent memory. Now, after becoming famous for that, she says she can't find a job in her field due to that circumstance. Well, let me tell you, Miss Lady, you want to be Black? Well, I'll tell you how it is to be Black, man or woman. Normally, we'll pay our dues to society. We'll serve the time if it's jail time. We pay fines if we have to do that. And even community service if that's what, the penalty was. But do you know that we still have a problem just getting employment like the next person, or in the words of what's his name? Terrene Rain, palm color. Do you know that even after all that is behind us, we still have a problem? So you wanted it, you enjoyed being Black. Just continue. This is how it is. Now, she said she couldn't find a job in her field. Well, that happens to us too. We can't go back being what we were, can't go back to the same company, and companies like it. So you know what that means? You have to do what we do. You go to these places where you have to go to these training services and get referrals and start at a lower wage. Oh, yeah, that's what we have to do. Welcome to the Black world. If you do it, go all the way. Don't half-ass step nothing. Go all the way. Welcome to our world.
Yep. Don't care. Feel no sympathy or anything for her because why would we? Like, listen. She used her white privilege throughout her whole life up until that point, and her attitude of white privilege to get her to the place that she was, right? Including all of her perpetrating, right? Because she did understand that within the Black community, right, the closer to white is right, and so she could play on that with certain people, which is what she did. Right? But now what she did was she burned herself. She burned herself with our community, but she burned herself with her own community, because I can't think of a single white person who's going to be like, oh, well, you rejected us and kept talking down about us when you're us, and clearly you want nothing to do with us. So fine. It's okay, they'll come back. Sorry, they're not forgiving like us. They're not. I'm sorry. They're just not. Right? They're not playing that game. You said you didn't want anything to do with us. So go be over there. But they won't hire me. And actually, nope, don't care. Sorry, you chose your side. Bye. And that's where they're leaving her. Good luck.
All right.
Good luck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Welcome.
Sorry, not sorry. That's it. I feel nothing for you. I'm sorry. I don't.
Not even a little bit.
No. Well, you could move to like South Africa or something, and they'll believe you down there. Just change your name. Just change your name. Move down there. Good luck. Good luck with all your. That's what I got to say to you.
That's right.
Listen. And I don't know. I actually missed this story. This hit the news a couple months ago, but I missed this story. But I felt like I should share it with y'all because I don't know. I feel like COVID it's bringing out, I won't say the worst in people, but it's like, because there's no escape and there's no distraction and whatever, more of what's already in you comes out. So what's in you is good, then good comes out. But if what's in you is bad, bad comes out. And so I don't know if y'all, right? Yeah, right. Like it's just it is, and that's why you're seeing so many crazy things that almost seem to not make sense. So in this case, I don't know if y'all saw this. I didn't see it. But this teen couple is accused of murdering her father. Right? What's crazy about it is they gloated about it on YouTube.
Well, that's the place where you can be anything that you like.
Right? Anything at all. It's like out of all the dumbassery. Okay, so let's talk about 16-year-old Sierra Halseth. That's her. And poor Sim, Aaron Guerrero, 18, who's now lost his whole entire life because this psycho chick wanted to kill her father. So, okay. Now, we are going to watch the video in a second. First, we'll just talk a little bit about the case. So, it's weird the things that she's bragging about, right? Like, she's not only bragging about the killing, she's bragging about all the sex they had, that she's basically giving him his payment, which is why I said sin. You murdered a human being and, risking going to jail for life, almost certainly going to get caught because you're bragging about it so you could get some. Right. Okay. So now there are actually also increasingly frantic text messages that news sources have received from the victim, Danielle Halseth, that's their father's name, Daniel's mother, asking her granddaughter where her father is. Hey, Sierra, I'm trying to get a hold of your dad. Where is he? No answers, so I left a message to text or call. And then she said, his phone has been acting up, but it's kind of like supposed to be okay, but it's clearly spelled wrong. It should be all fixed by tomorrow night. No worries, was her reply. So the mother says, well, thank you so much for getting back to me. Donna was really worried. Love you, her grandmother wrote. But after several more unanswered texts, Christine can be seen begging her granddaughter to respond before telling her she is sending someone over to check. Sierra is said to have eventually written back that he's in the shower. Really? That's why he's not answering all day? He's in the shower? It's a long shower.
It sure is.
Right? So then Christine finally starts saying, I want to talk to my son. What is the problem here? Do I need to call the police? Joey and Peggy are on their way. Sierra, I guess I'll call your mom and see where you are because Dana is not in the shower. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Now the police are involved. Please contact one of the family, even your mom. So, she's sending frantic texts, and this girl's just ignoring them. She's not even trying to cover her ass. Not really, right? She's just, whatever. Annoying. She's there. There's no real planning. There was no real, I'm going to get away with this. It's crazy. So a welfare check later that day would find Danielle Halseth's body at home, stabbed, burned, and partially dismembered. Yeah. Now, poor Simp, right? Because, of course, the Simp, being 18, prosecutors are considering pursuing the death penalty against him. Right. But Sierra is 16, but she is going to be automatically charged as an adult because it's murder in Nevada, and that's how it works. However, she cannot face the death penalty because of her age. So it's ridiculous. Let's take a look at this little video. Now, remember, she murdered her father. They stabbed her father, burned him, and partly dismembered him. Okay, and now this is the video.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Day 3 after murdering somebody.
Whoa! Don't put that on the camera.
It was worth it. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone recognize her? If you're into politics, you might have recognized her because she's actually the daughter of former Nevada State Senator Elizabeth Halsa. Yeah, that's who. Right. Which is why she thought she was entitled to just do whatever the hell she wants, including murdering her own father, and then just be like, oh yeah, that's her down here, Elizabeth Halsa. It's absolutely mind blowing what this privilege makes people do. And I mean, back in the days, what did they call it? Oh, I can't remember, but privileged boys were getting off on horrific crimes because it was like affluenza. That's what they called it. Affluenza. They didn't know they weren't allowed to just do whatever they wanted, including rape and murder. They had no idea.
Oh, please.
Right. Exactly. Now, keep in mind that the one thing that they were going to do is they were going to burn down the house. It seems like because when the officers first went inside the house, the whole entire house smelled like lighter fluid. Now, right in the living room, they're failing at it though because in the living room they found a large scorch mark with blood nearby, as well as a brand new chainsaw. Yeah. In the kitchen, there was a handsaw with apparent blood and tissue on the saw and in between the groves of the saw. They also found another circular saw with extra blades still in the packaging, as well as 2 folding knives. So yeah, basically this is what they were trying to do. They were trying to first dismember the body. When they realized they suck at that, they they decided they were going to burn down the house, but all they had was like basic lighter fluid, and then they were not trying to light the right things on fire, so it didn't work. So yeah, we're going to follow up on this case because as of now, we don't know exactly how things are going to pan out for either of them. But yeah, that's what affluenza is giving young bored people during the pandemic.
That is jacked up.
Mm-hmm. Right? I wonder what he probably asked her, told her she had to clean her room, or said she was grounded and because she cursed at him or something, and she wanted to hook up with her boyfriend. I mean, I bet you the story as to why this happened is so like it's gonna blow your mind. There are so many kids killing their parents, and since COVID started, I'm going to start covering more of these stories. There are so many kids killing their parents during COVID, and it's over really asinine things. Like it's not over like, oh my God, this parent was horrible. It's not.
Wow. As I mentioned, people had to be inside for one reason or the other. And some people were getting down like rabbits, other was fighting, and now we got folks killing. I guess you really don't like your family as much as you think you do.
Right?
Okay. Now with this has to do with liking, and it shows that you like what you like. As a young, small person, a young child, there's certain things you like. You just do. It's called nature. It's natural. So we're going to look at it. We're going to play it twice. I'm going to play it with saying nothing, and then I'm going to give my commentary this second go round. There's no sound, just to let you know.
Oh.
All right, let me look in the comments section. Let me see.
was
Charlie
adorable.
Chaplin movie is hard to watch. Kids not being chosen. Oh, well, now I'm going to put my commentary. Here we go.
That was so cute.
I like you.
The little kid in the yellow is epic.
Let's see. I like you. What about you? Oh, come on. Let's go. Hey, I like you. I really like you. I don't like you. Get the hell away from me, girl. I like you. I really like. I said no. I don't get off my DMs. Okay. What about you? Okay, let's go. Let's see where he at. Oh, I like him. Come on, y'all. And he looking like, she picked me? What? I can't believe she picked me. Look at me. What? Come on, let's go. All right. Do. I like you. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Who do I like? Kind of like him. Oh, but I really like this guy in the front. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. What about you? Okay, let's go. All right. You? No? Okay. What about you? No? What about you? No? What about you? Shoot, I gotta put my hands up. I don't know what to do. I know I'm average at best, but I gotta pick somebody. I got turned down 6 times. Let's see. Let me go back to the front. Let's see. Okay, you volunteer? Thank you. I thought I was gonna go alone. Come on, let's go, boy. All right. Let's see. I like you. Let's go. Come on, let's go. All right. I like you. I don't like girls with glasses. Dang. Okay. Let me go back here. Let me see. I like him. He kind of cute. Let's go. Let's go. All right. You knew I was waiting on you, girl. You like, what about you? No? What about you? But I really like you. No? Okay. I don't like that hairstyle, girl. You go with me? No? Shoot. What about you? Okay, let's go. My hair is like yours anyway. You ready? Okay. Yeah, see y'all. Hey, boo. You know I was waiting on you, girl. I wouldn't go with nobody else. I like you. I like you too. Let's go. Let's go. You know I was going to pick you. Don't be shy. So even in that, those who like what they like, it didn't matter. The guys was like, nope. Get away from me. They snatched away. No, I don't like you. Get out my DMs. I don't care. You don't have a British accent. No. Get away from me. Get the heck away from me. I don't like you. Get out my DM. Get out my I like you. Well, I do kind of like you, girl. Come on. Let's go.
The kid in yellow was the best. The one at the very front. He must be very popular because like 10
he is, you can tell. This is how I think about him. I think he looks like one of the they have those kid shows and everyone likes whoever that character is. They have a particular kid show. He probably looked like that actor. And that's why a lot of the girls were going toward him. They really was going. And my poor girl with the mushroom, average is best. She just, poor thing, it just didn't work out for her. She kept like, no, I said, I don't like you, girl. Get away from me.
Well, because it's one thing, right, when he would just pull his hand away. But he did that, and that chick was determined. She's like, you coming with me anyway. Grabbed him by his elbow, and he pushed her. Get the hell off of me. Not you. Like, damn. Okay. No, So he did not care about no one's feelings. Nope. She knows I'm waiting for her. Y'all know I'm waiting for her. Who are you playing? Who are you playing with? No. You ain't high value, girl. Hey, baby, I'm waiting for you. Wink, wink. Right? Because that's what he's looking back at. He's looking at her. Like, you better pick me. Right? I've lots of great choices because you're my number one. Anyhow, you don't pick me, you're going to have a problem.
That's right. So at the end of the day, people, I'm telling you, you like what you like. It doesn't matter what your money and your clothes or whatever it is. You just kind of like what you like, you know? That's just how it is. It's okay. It's all right. Try again.
You know what I like about this exercise, right? They have the girls picking the boys, basically, right? So
yeah,
what I like about this is because normally, at least it was like this for me, right? If they ever did stuff like that, it would be always boys picking girls. Now the issue with that is every time a girl's not picked, her self-esteem goes lower and lower, right? And she also learns how to deal with rejection, like the boys have to, because they have to try to pick, which means they're gonna get rejected sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So this way, now those girls are tougher than North American girls, right? Because you try to pick the boy that you like, and he does that. She'd be crying. She'd be looking for a teacher. Right? There'd be a whole bunch of mess. These girls are like, okay, right? Like that one just determined and pulls and finally gets pushed. She's like, okay. She just goes skipping down the line and picks someone else, right? Like it's like, all right, right? I shot my shot. It didn't work. Right, on to the next, right? So I like that.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that? How it would go in YouTube? No, I want you. I said I don't want you. Well, let me give you the statistics. Statistically, you should pick me.
Oh, I know how it's gonna go because it don't matter which side it is that tries to pick and gets rejected. Because after all of that, then we would have about 16 different streams, right? Shaming the person who rejected them and talking about why they ain't shit no way, right? So I mean, both sides need to learn how to deal with rejection better. This is what it comes down to. We just do. Sorry.
That's right. Do you have another story before your Ken or no?
No, ma'am. It's Ken time.
All right, everybody. You know what time it is. Let me rub my hand. My bird man. You know, we get ready. We be woo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't wait. Woo. You know. And then we got one more. Yeah, one more.
Feet away, coronavirus. You are Karen.
Woohoo!
Woo! All right, yo. All right. Listen, this guy is, like I said, he reminds me of her. He didn't put his hands on no one because we all know black men cannot put their hands on nobody ever. It's not gonna work. But what he did instead, right? Now, this is, I mean, he's a black, like, but Spanish black, you know what I mean? I'm not describing that right. I'm really not.
I know what you mean, like Lieutenant Rosario is.
Right, exactly, right? So his name is Antonio Chavez, and he's a courier and founder of Lost Soul Courier Collective, okay? Now, he delivers Narcan and other medications, and he was in this very hoity-toity, high-class neighborhood in San Francisco. I think it's called Pacific Heights or Pac Heights, to deliver naloxone to a halfway house that happens to be in this place surrounded by billionaires. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the little bit of the story prior to the video before we watch the video. Now, what happens is, he's walking down the street, right, with his packages. It's very clear he's a delivery man. He's got boxes. They're like it's strapped with one of those like proper strappy things. You'll see it, right? Like no one owns that stuff unless you're a delivery person. And Buddy is looking up out of like a third-story window and whatever, and starts demanding information from him. To which, of course, he doesn't give it because who the hell are you? I don't answer to you. I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna do my job and screw you. But Buddy, now he's not identified, so I'm gonna keep calling him Buddy. Someone later in the video says that he's actually a billionaire. I think he might be, but I think he might also work for a corporation. And you'll see why I say that later in the video too. Buddy comes down from his house to come and confront this poor delivery kid who has had enough with these people because he's lived there his whole entire life. Every time he comes into that neighborhood, he has a problem. I just listen, the way he handled this was beautiful. So we're gonna watch this. All right.
Okay.
Oh, and shout out to this channel because it's the only place I can find the full video. I want to tell you what the channel is. Only place I can find the full video. Ad for Juice TV. So yeah, they do some good stuff and they got really great coverage. All right, now.
Okay.
Please get out of my face. Put your mask on. There you go.
I'm outside. I don't need a mask.
What the fuck do you want?
I want identification. Who are you?
Who the fuck are you? Why do you think that I have to answer your fucking question? Why do you think that I have to answer your question, dude?
So who are you with?
It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Get out of my way.
Who are those addressed?
Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing. Get out of my face. Every time I come around here, motherfuckers like you make my job harder. Please get out of my face, dude.
But you haven't identified yourself.
That's none of your business.
Right?
Why do you think that I have to identify myself? You ain't seeing nothing. You ain't seeing nothing. Don't worry about who I'm with.
Nobody answers that question.
Right. Who are those packages addressed to? None of your business.
Let's see some identification. What's your name? What's your address? Pull it out. Come on. You live right there, right? Let's go over there and see what your address is. Since you got something to say about it. Right? That's what you want to do? You want to ask for identification?
You're the one in the neighborhood here.
Yeah, that's right. So what? It's a free fucking country, ain't it?
Watch his hands. His hands are shaking. See that?
Don't start shaking and crying.
Right.
Uh-oh.
What's your name? What's your name, buddy?
John.
John what?
That's all you get.
Smith.
John what? John what? You come over here asking for identification? John what? I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and your missing packages. John what? You want to ask for identification? Where's your fucking identification? No, that's good. I'll one up that. Police officer, you pile of shit. Don't think I don't know why you came over here and stopped me. Because you think I belong in another neighborhood, right?
Yeah. But he's not done. Oh, he's not done, Char. Just wait. He's not done.
You are why people get killed and end up on the fucking news, you pile of shit. You're the fucking reason why. Fuck you.
Tell him.
Oh, yeah, me?
He's a billionaire. Hear that? He's a billionaire.
This is where this asshole lives.
You hear this spit on his front step?
When I first came on this street, he hollered at me from that window right there. He asked me what I'm doing. I told him none of his business, and he came down here and wanted to talk to me. So now we're gonna talk.
Uh-oh.
He's not done. He's not done.
You got time today.
Yep. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's so good.
2255 Clay Street.
Oh.
Bit off more than you can chew, didn't you?
Uh-oh.
Good for you. You heard about the Karen Act, right? So good luck with that. Who's really breaking the law? Okay. Good thing you did this, huh? Good thing this is how you woke up in the morning and decided what to do. This is what you decided to do with your day. What's your last name, John? Hey, John, what's your last name?
Doe.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dodo.
He reversed these
What's your
roles,
last name,
boy.
dog? Call them now. You should call them. For what? Tell me what you're calling them for. Oh, now it's harassment. Before, it was because I was walking down the street. Now I'm harassing you?
Right.
Didn't you call for me from that fucking window right there? Didn't you call for me? I was across the street. You called out to me. I didn't come over here looking for you.
Don't harass me, okay?
Hey, nah. Call the cops. Call the cops, please. Please, call the cops. You fucked up. No, because you're an asshole, and this is why people fucking die. Motherfuckers that look like me die because of motherfuckers that look like you. Have you not opened up a fucking newspaper? Can you not look around and see what the fuck is going on because of this bullshit right here? Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, man. And now, motherfuckers like me, got little fucking handhold recording devices in our pockets. So bullshit assholes like you can't get away with the bullshit you be pulling anymore. So go ahead, call the fucking cops. Call the fucking cops, man. You already said you're gonna call them, right? I'm not evading. I'm not leaving the scene of a crime. That's what you said you're gonna do, right? So call the cops. It's none of your business. You shouldn't have fucking stepped on my toes in the first place. And the younger me would have beat your fucking ass, but I'm not gonna do that. Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops, man. That's what you said. Did you call the cops? That's what you said, right? You're threatening the police on me.
No, I'm telling you that if you don't stop threatening me, I'm gonna call.
Oh, now that's what it
Threatening you
is?
with what? With words of truth? Does the truth get on your fucking nerves? Look at my face. Look at my face. Yep, that's me. We already got your fucking face on camera.
Yep.
You scared you're gonna lose your job now or your fucking $1 billion funding? Don't nobody feel bad for you. Don't nobody feel bad for you. Fuck out of here, man. You're living up in your fucking mansion bothering me. I'm a hardworking man. What the fuck do you do for a living? You sit on your ass and type behind. You sit on your ass and type behind a computer, huh? So then why is it your business?
Because I ordered something.
Oh, now it's because you ordered something. The second ago was because I might be a pork pirate. But now it's because you fucking ordered something. You came out of your fucking living room across the street to where the fuck I was at. Fuck that. You called the cops, right?
Please,
That's how you get deliveries.
Did you call the cops?
I haven't yet, no.
Are you gonna call them?
No.
Oh.
Get out of my face, man.
Yes! Yes!
Dear Pack Heights. Hey, everybody. I'm not here to steal shit. You fucking happy now? I'm not here to steal shit, you fucking rich assholes. You ain't got nothing fucking better to do? Why don't you go for a fucking hike? Go do something good with your money. Huh? How about that? Go do something good with your fucking money, man. Go do something positive. Instead of sitting in your castle, recording me, making an ass out of yourself. We didn't have to do none of this. We didn't have to do none of this at all. I've been here all my fucking life. 30 years I've been in this fucking city right here. And every time I come around here, a motherfucker that looks like you got a problem with a motherfucker that looks like me. You think that's coincidence? You ain't got nothing to say now, do you? Do you? You got to bother me while I'm doing my fucking job. A hard, honest work living like you assholes always say, hey, get a job. I got a job, right? You motherfuckers still fucking with me. So what now?
Thank you for watching the video.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Lovely.
I've never been so proud of being black in my life. Yes.
Okay.
Covered every base. He made that man back down, okay, and shiver in his little boots. Emmett, no, I'm not calling the police. Oh, because you don't want to lose your $1 million funding? I want y'all to see something really quick because I don't know if anyone knows about this. He referred to the Karen Act.
Yeah, I heard that.
Right? And I was like, the Karen Act? So there is a Karen Act in San Francisco. And so, I mean, I think we talked about this before, but of course, you know, we were saying, like, why is there not a law against them? Why are they not getting punished for this when it can very well be deadly for someone? right? And so, yeah, no, it is actually now illegal to fabricate a 911 report based on someone's race, ethnicity, religious affiliation, gender, or sexual orientation. And so it's the Karen Act, or the Caution Against Racially Exploitative Non-Emergencies Act. And so, obviously it's tongue in cheek to Karen with the K, the people
Right.
who started this foolishness. So I love that he referred to that. And that was what made Buddy stop and go, oh, yeah, I didn't.
That did come across my Wall Street Journal that was delivered to me.
Right? Right? It was precious. Every moment of that was precious. And he's like, no, I did it. Remember when he said he called the cops already? No, I did it. Are you going to? No.
If you stop harassing me, harassment?
Right? That's what you're calling for? That man changed his story so many times. He got backed into a corner. Oh, you think he's harassing you, but he's just doing the same thing to you that you were doing to him. You're just not used to people turning the tables. And that's what he did. He just turned the tables. Okay, what's your last name, John? John, what's your John?
What's your ID? Where's your ID?
Where's your ID? No, I need proof of that you even live here. You saw me in the window. Yeah, but I don't have any proof that you live there. Where's your proof? Proof. Really? Bro, what you're doing is asinine. I love this. He made so many points.
Yeah.
Or less. It was the greatest viral video of all time. And I'm glad I could share it with you guys today. Putting Ken in his place for real. Oh,
that's right.
So delicious. So delicious.
Delicious. All right, I got a Ken here, and before they had passed the Asian harassment law, whichever, I forgot what it's called, that they just passed. This guy in February, he decided to harass this woman. Now, it is a part that's a little questionable because she's wearing a mask. I'm not quite sure exactly what she said, so I'm like, okay, and we'll see what happened. But anyway, California realtor loses job after racist video harassing Asian woman goes viral. All right. Where's the video? Oh, there it is. The video. Move out the way. Is it on? Yes, okay.
Can I just 5-2 steps away? You got me up against the car right now?
Are you up against the car?
Can you back away from me? I'm sorry.
Are you up against the car?
Do you seem harassing me right now? I'm sorry. Okay.
No one's gonna pay attention to you. You're because you're dumb and you're a stupid blue Asian haired girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey. Fuck you.
Are you okay with me?
Fuck you.
What? I was literally just standing here.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You know, hey, I can record you dumb bitch. I can record you too. I can record you. Hey, you see how stupid you are? You see how? Hey, get the fuck out of here, you idiot! You dumb fucking bitch.
That was just utterly ridiculous. Now, this is a realtor. Professional guy, so they say.
High value man.
Yeah, high value man. And this is how he acts. Where's the page? Oh, there it is.
He was drunk as hell, though. He sounded and seemed very drunk. He seemed very drunk. Very.
Yeah, probably so. He had some cocktails. He might have closed on something. But the company said they wasn't dealing with him anymore. They're like, fired. Goodbye. Toodle-doo. Sorry, we don't deal with unprofessional behavior. Now, I don't get it. You know, I always say I don't get it. I understand, but I still say I don't get it when people go on where they're on social media, they have this type of behavior. You're representing a company. This company is not happy to have you for your face, your image representing their name. They just don't like that. So they're going to get rid of you. You're just a salary person. They can get someone else. It was unnecessary. You think we're going to trust you? You're going to talk about people, and then you're going to mention race. That's the thing. See, the fact that you mentioned race. Now, we know a lot of these people, they are here and they have money to purchase different things. So you think the realtor company is going to risk some money, making some money because of you? I don't think so. Not at all.
No.
You get what you get.
Yeah.
So you may have to, I don't know, change your hair to blue. You're going to do something. But Beach City brokers don't have nothing to do with you. They're like, get on gone, son. You're not going to represent our company. This foolishness. And you don't know how people are with dogs. You don't know if they're afraid of them or what. And the man circled the woman. Went around the car. You don't know. And then you run. The dog is definitely going to go behind you. That's just nature for them.
Yep.
Now what's going to happen? They could sue.
And I mean, she had reason to be scared. And I'll say the reason why I say she has reason to be scared, it seems like a relatively normal dog. And the dog was not aggressive towards her. It was acting part of him. Which means that in and of itself, I think he's the type of guy who does. He gets drunk and then gets violent. I don't think, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't think he was actually racist, because if you're racist against a particular group, it's not hard when you're trying to insult them to come up with insulting words against them. And all he could come up with was blue Asian-haired girl.
Yeah, that is all he said.
Right, like that was the best he could do, was blue Asian-haired girl. And even the order of those words is wrong, which is why I say he was drunk as hell, because he was stumbling as he said it too, and he did that stupid "I'm so determined" drunk face after it. But my point is, right, and I don't think that he should have been fired for racism. I think he should be fired for the unprofessionalism and for the impact that it's going to have on the company, because either way, as a realtor, you're not like a customer service agent. Like, you're a realtor. That means you're technically kind of always on the job, because every human being you meet could want to buy a house or be selling a house at any time. So you're kind of always on the clock in a way, which means you should never act like that to any person ever, because you never know who's going to need your company in a day, a week, a month, or what kind of connection you can make. Like, for realtors, that kind of connecting is very important. Right? And then the second thing is the fact that, and again, like I said, I don't think that he's racist, but he still was going to it seemed like he was going to attack this little Asian girl. That the whole entire Asian community is going to say you're going to attack a woman of Asian descent, period. I don't care what your motivations are. We don't want to deal with you, because they're very collective like that. So the only way this company is not going to lose all of the Asian dollars possibly going in and out of that company is to remove him. So it doesn't matter that you're drunk. It doesn't matter you're not really racist. It doesn't matter you didn't mean it that way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Company's not going to go broke or go bankrupt because you decide to get drunk and be an asshole, which they probably know he does on a regular basis. They know what he's like when he's drinking. He's great when he's not. He's terrible when he is, which is why he's stumbling around drunk by himself with a dog, and that's it, like a loser, right? So, I mean, that was it. He probably already had a bunch of, dude, you're getting close to the line where we're going to have to let you go. They probably already knew he was a problem too. And now, how are you getting another job? Because everyone knows you did this. Everyone knows this is what you do in your private time. He needs money that he probably doesn't have now to go hire someone for PR. Like when those PR people to rehab your image, and then you go to, anger management and racial this and that, and you have to do all that stuff to prove that you become a changed person. That's the only way he's ever going to get employed by anyone ever again.
Yeah, they're not digging him anymore. They're like, man, get on out of here. Because a lot of them work on commission. Some of them don't. And this was Los Angeles, California. The prices are sky high. Sky high. So it would have been a loss for this company. They had to get rid of this dude. And I'm pretty sure because they had changed hands. We got Biden, and they had already been talking about Asian hate for a while. So that was stirring. So they're like, no, we can't deal with this fool. He got to go. He can't represent us. Peace out, dude.
Yeah. And Kens, we said it last week. Y'all need to watch the JustAskChar channel more often. We're trying to tell you, you can't act like Karen. You can't. Stop.
No, it doesn't work for you at all. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Hope you had a great time. A little laughter, a little information, a little joy, maybe a little sadness. But that's what we do for Article Reaction. And we would like to see you guys for Keep the Beat. It's a lot of fun. You come to the chat room. You got some emojis, so you actually can twerk in the chat room. I mean, we have the gifts. We have a great time. We'll shout you out. We'll do all that kind of stuff. You just never know what you're gonna get. We got good stories, good music. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. Check us out over there with classic R&B jams. I'm telling you. And the description is everything is in the description area. You can always find that. And we'll play the commercial on the way out, so you can find us. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans.
All right.
All right. So we see you guys hopefully next week. And until then, peace.
Cheers, y'all.
Hi, this is Char Willie from the JustAskChar Advice Channel. Join me and Classic Ruby for a radio segment called Keep the Beat. We broadcast every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Classic R&B Jams, CRBJ. We interact with the audience in the chat room where you'll have access to emojis, gifts, and the lively conversation. Press the icon that is a speaker, then press play radio. After a 15-second commercial, all the fun will begin. If you miss the live broadcast, you can listen to the replays from Mixcloud. Follow my channel on Mixcloud, JustAskChar Advice Channel, and you will receive notifications when the show has been uploaded. We hope to see you soon